remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baloo?
Baloo? What is Baloo?
Baloo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baloo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baloo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baloo, better than sending money.
Honorable, thank you very much. You guys just, Honorable Cabinet Ministers just emerged out of long hours of deliberations. What is the situation like in terms of coronavirus? We understand it was top on your agenda today.
Thank you very much for inviting us to this press briefing. Certainly a lot of things were discussed in our cabinet meeting, but high on the agenda is the issue of the preparedness level of the Gambia with regards to the COVID-19 outbreak that is going around in the world. So the cabinet was briefed as to what is happening, as to what we are doing, and as to what lies ahead.
As we speak, can we say there is a coronavirus case confirmed in the Gambia?
No, there is no coronavirus case that's confirmed in the Gambia as we speak. However, we know that there have been confirmed cases across the border in Senegal. Even well before the cases were detected in Senegal, the Gambia has been enhancing and working together really as collectively to enhance our preparedness level with regards to the coronavirus outbreak in the world.
So what does the preparedness level of the government, where does it stand?
Of course, when it comes to preparedness, I've said it over and over, it's a process, it's an ongoing process. You do things that have been identified as being effective in trying to, first of all, prevent the entry of the disease into the country. And also, another important aspect is to pick it up if it should surface at our borders, at our point of entry, whether it is the land border, the airport, or at the seaports. It should be picked up as early as possible to contain the spread, of the disease in the community. This is a very important step in our emergency preparedness situation. Pick it up early if it should present, and then it enhances the control.
One of the concerns many are having is the clinical ability of the Gambia to do tests or diagnose this sickness once it emerges. Can you just enlighten us? What is the situation like?
Of course, as with many other diseases, they present with signs and symptoms. One of the signs that can be picked is the patient developing fever. That's why we have thermographic cameras at various points. At the airport, at the land crossing points, you see the laser thermometers that check the temperature of these people. When a person's temperature is beyond the normal value, that means the patient has fever, the person is put aside and further followed up, further investigated, and as to that person being infected with the coronavirus or not. Now, if a person is suspicious, the various tests are done. And the laboratory tests are done to confirm the presence of coronavirus. If it happens that the patient has coronavirus, then the clinical management takes place. Yes, we know our health systems, the Gambia is not alone in that. We have a lot of challenges, but we will do our best within the resource limitations that we have to deal with any eventual case if we should get it.
Of putting in place an international travel embargo?
Not as we speak. Not as we speak.
So the government have no plans to place any embargo?
Yeah, but you know, to be fair to the government, have you heard of international travel embargo in other countries of the world? There is still people are regulating their travel. People are advised as to refrain from non-essential travel. This is the advice of the government, so that people refrain from non-essential travel. But general travel embargo, you know the challenges with a general travel embargo, the social challenges. We have a lot of Gambians abroad. If they want to come back to meet their families, should they be asked not to come? Some of them do not have where to live outside. So what is going to happen to them? Those who are in country and they want to travel outside, of course the advice is there. People should refrain from traveling, especially if the travels are non-essential to affected countries. So people should only do essential travel to affected parts of the world. But generally, I think it's going to be very difficult for any nation to say nobody should come out, nobody should go out. It's full of challenges. Sorry, sir?
Within and to countries that are affected.
Yeah, but the countries that are affected too, your people are there. You have Gambians who reside in countries that are affected. Their families are here. Some of those Gambians have nowhere to stay. They have no monies to take care of their accommodation. They are feeding, and they want to come home. What do you do with those? So I think the essence is to work together, and those at risk are isolated, identified in good time, and isolated and treated. Of course, if anyone catches the coronavirus infection, the person deserves help, to be helped. Rather than being ostracized, the person deserves to be brought in, to our facilities and receive the treatment that the person needs. And also, importantly, prevent the spread of infection to the person's family members and to the population in general.
Honorable, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We revisited the GPP Act that was amended in 2018. We live in a very fast-changing environment, and then we realized that to adopt international best practices, we had to come back to review the Act, and that's what we have amended today. And it includes the electronic procurement, and also for the first time, we've also included gender, youth and women, and disabled persons. That should be able to benefit. We want to make it more efficient because right now, the GPPA is the judge and the juror. So our intention in the medium term is to separate the functions of GPPA so that it becomes more effective and more efficient. But the whole idea is to also included to reduce the sole sourcing, to make sure that big projects will not be sole source anymore.
So when you say judge and juror at the same time, how do you separate those functions? Who is playing the juror and who is playing the judge now?
Right now, both the judge and the juror is the GPPA. So what we are trying to do now is to split. We're going to have a new independent agency that will be able to review whatever GPPA is doing. They will be acting to make sure whatever GPPA is doing is in compliance with the Act.
When you say big contracts and single sourcing, what is the ceiling? What kind of contracts are we looking at in terms of the maximum or the minimum levels?
No, right now we don't have a figure attached to it, but when you talk about major big infrastructure projects, these are the projects we are talking about. Big, if you talk about power plant, if you talk about roads, big roads, bridges in the value of millions of dollars. But right now we are looking at the ceiling, but we don't have exact ceiling, but we are talking about big. If you talk about big, really everybody knows what is big. But we'll be coming up with a ceiling where if you pass that stage, the laws right now cannot accommodate that anymore. Before, the authorities were empowered in the event of an emergency or a major project, there was still a clause where we can use, and that has been eliminated now.
This may be within your purview. So one may want to know how is the coronavirus affecting the Gambia's economy and financial status?
No, we don't know yet. What we are doing now, because we are linked to agriculture, the main sources is agriculture and tourism. So up to today, we say, God forbid, if it affects us, of course it will affect tourism, which is a major if you talk about their contribution to GDP, combined agriculture and tourism, it will affect us seriously. But the state of preparedness that has been emphasized by the minister is we are convinced and we are making the resources available for us to be very responsive and in a timely manner.
Thank you very much.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.